Okay, so we are now the day after this pour, which is Sunday, and we have a big pour coming. So if you add up everything we've done so far, this was 12 in the end. I was spot on. The last one was actually 7, not 8, and the first one was 11. So that's 11 maths. So that's 11, 18, 30. 30 pours to get this far in 3 sittings. We think that this section here for the steps is probably 30 pours on its own, and we plan to do it in one hit on either Tuesday or Wednesday this week, because that's when the stuff's getting delivered and that's when we want to get it done. So that's the plan. So what I'm doing now is I'm just tidying up. You can see once we take the formwork out, there's obviously a big gap, so I'm going to shovel some of this stuff out of the way. I want to make a couple of paths, one path right here, so that we can wheel the barrow around and tip the concrete straight in. And what we'll probably do is use this as well, so we'll come along there and we can come up to the end here and tip it in. So we'll use what we've got, the footings there, and probably the same at the other end, go round and tip it off the end of the footing. So that's good. We can lose a lot of this back into here. Yeah, so that's the final push. So we've got a delivery coming in 2 days. We totally underestimated the ballast. In the first video I was like, oh, that's enough ballast to do the whole thing. 3 bags, this was 3 bags pretty much. So we have another 3 bags coming to do this area here, and more cement obviously. And we are going to, yeah, blitz this. That'll be the whole video, will just be getting this done, getting out of the ground, and then hopefully the next video we can start with the actual block work, lining that up, drilling out and putting in rebar, all that sort of fun stuff. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, we've backfilled most of this, and we've got a massive block wedged in there that can get concrete up against and then buried. That's going to be really secure. As you can see here, we've got a bit that juts out. Again, I'll brush all the loose stuff off that, but that again is solid rock, so no point in digging that out. We're going to bend this rebar around, and we've got a mesh that we're just going to go over the top here. That step will all get brushed off, and obviously we'll clean up all the bottom. That step is solid clay, so it's not rock. Well, there's rock in it, but it's absolutely solid. I'm like, when I'm hitting it with the spade, I'm just like chiseling little thin bits off the end, it's really hard. So somehow this bit has been untouched in all the groundworks we've done in this area, which is great though, because it means that we can just brush that off. The rebar grid will go up on top of that, and we'll end up with a sort of a 9-inch deep bit just over that, and that's sort of a 9 by 9 inch bit. And I think the stairs probably won't even come as far as that. I think the stairs will end maybe just on the edge of it anyway, so there won't be any weight on that, but it will help to spread the weight of everything else. And you can see we've got like a little reveal, everything's tidied up. We've backfilled this area so we can get, we've got a path there so we can get a barrow over there to the end here and tip it down. We've got a path there so we'll be able to come up and tip it in the corner. We've got almost a path here. I'll just rake the rest out of the way and then we can come and get it in this bit. And we've got all of this area here we can come around onto the concrete I'm standing on and tip it over the edge. So we're very nearly there. What I need to do now, I'm just going to tidy that back edge up a little bit so I can get one of those long pieces of wood that we were using braced across the back, and then I need to just box around here with something strong to form that top. And once that's done, we'll do what we did before, which is backfill in. It will spill underneath, but when it gets to that height it will form up and give us a nice square edge. We'll lose a little bit underneath, but we save a lot of time and materials in shuttering, formwork, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to leave us here now, probably do the rest on time lapse, because it's going to be a really intense day getting all that stuff in the ground, and making this is quite tedious. So we'll time lapse the rest. Again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps. We gained a few subscribers on the last video, which is great, and it would just be really good to build things up a little bit more. And yeah, we'll get this in, fill that across, so then no more footings, and we can start on the block work. As you can see, it's already coming together in planning. We just want to start stringing off across, and that may be the next video after this one. Trying to do a lot of this on time lapse or not at all, just because this is going to be like a 4-hour video if I show everything. But we used some leftover block, and just cemented a couple in, so that's kind of outside of where the footings will be, but below ground level for the finished height. And it just means that we can backfill against that, and it gives us our side here. We'll put a few stones in that little bit. This side here I need to build up now. That's going to need like a corner of OSB being put on, just so that we can fill in here, and then we can put some rocks on the other side of that to hold that in. And then we've put a batten across the front here, so we're going to get sort of 6 to 9 inches depth on this bit, and then deeper down here. Need to cut some rebar to go in here as well. Oops. But I just wanted to show because it's amazing. This back piece is level. It's slightly high at that end because we ran out of cement basically, but we'll level that out. It's like a twist. It's a bit low here, but it's the right, it's level over there, dips down. So it's not an issue. But I just dropped this batten on the other side to give myself like a straight edge to concrete against. Put the spirit level on, and look at that. Boom. Okay, all we need now is the rebar mesh, and we are going to pour.